morning. It's another one of those really cold mornings, and today we're packing up and heading out to the camp. Gonna meet up with John. It's gonna be 10 degrees, and I'm looking forward to it. This time we got to take the dog with us, and this is the first time that he's gone on a ride like this. He's my daughter's dog, but she's away, so first things first though, I gotta take some water out to the chickens and open up their pen, and then we're gonna get rolling. He almost seems excited to go. I don't know. Huh? You wanna go?
Intake air temperature is at 5 degrees. I don't think you need cooling.
My watch says it's 1 degree. So.
It's amazing when it's this cold though. It doesn't feel as cold as it had at like 40 degrees.
Right, right. As soon as the wind picks up though, it goes straight through you.
It's just not as damp as cold.
What's up? Well, we just made it to the camp and got settled in, got the fire going, or well, propane going, and now we're about ready to head out and do some wheeling. Moose is doing all right. He's actually not a terrible dog at this point yet. See how he does the rest of the time. For now, John went out and was playing around and got himself a little stuck, so we're gonna go try and get him out, and then we're gonna go find some places to check out and have fun. Let's go see what we got. So, what you doing?
I don't think this wheel's spinning now.
Passenger wheel definitely not spinning. frozen, so that's cool. So my buddy John, in the yellow Jeep here, if you don't know already, he has a channel called Therapeutic, and that really rings true with me. One of the things that coming up here and doing this with this Jeep, and it just really, it gives me some stress relief. It gives me time alone with my thoughts, and sometimes, on the radio, this is kind of alone with my friends, but it really is a therapeutic session. A lot of people have their own ways of dealing with this stuff, dealing with the different things going on in their life, and this is just the pinnacle of relaxing for me. And even though it's 3 degrees outside, it really does give me a feeling of relaxation and getting out of nature, and more so than even my backyard or the shop or something like that. So it really is one of my favorite places to come. So what we decided to do this time was we're going to take a path that we haven't taken very often. We're going to go out down one of these roads up here on the left. We usually go to the right because there's a larger area out there. This way it gets back into civilization a little bit quicker. But we're going to take this path. It looks like it's not plowed. Just looks like maybe some snowmobiles or Jeeps or something have gone on it before. But the reason we're going to go this way is that it looks like there is a fire tower of some sort. Sometimes in these forests, these state forests, state parks, game lands, sometimes you'll see fire towers. I don't know if they're actively used anymore or not, but a lot of times they either are or were used to watch for fires and to monitor fires if there was a forest fire. So they're really cool old structures, and it's a fun thing to go see if they're open to the public, or if we can get up to it. We don't know yet, but in this case, it looks like it's about 250 feet above the level of the rest of the ground, according to the topography on the map. So we'll go check it out and see what we can see. I just threw the drone up too, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun driving too. Well, that did not bear fruit. Quick update, we went to where the fire tower should have been, and it was no longer there. So we're going to head back up into the area that we've gone to before, but we're going to try to hit a couple of spots where we haven't seen. So see what we got. Yes, so we found a pretty cool road here that it kind of talked about doing. Like I said, kind of going places where we haven't been before. This place is pretty cool. We're kind of running down along a stream. it looks like maybe maybe one or two cars and mostly snowmobiles have been down here. So, but this is just epic. I mean, the snow.
I'll follow you.
Well, we're wrapping up and headed back to find some civilization now. We just went through Parker Dam State Park, which is pretty cool. They have a lake there, it's frozen over, and you can ice skate on it. So we didn't do that, but next time. We didn't know about it this time, but maybe next time we'll bring some skates. Headed back into civilization. We're gonna get some food, head back to the cabin, have a good cold sleep tonight, and then kind of go from there. So, wow, this is a lot of fun. It's just so much fun driving this. And actually, like, I was ordered to stop because he was putting his GoPro on my bumper. Woo! But yeah, so it's been a good day. I mean, all in all, I probably put maybe 300 miles on, and well, maybe 250, 200, I don't know.
A little bit different.
Anyway, headed back into town, getting some food, gonna call it a day, get back at it tomorrow. Second thoughts about this.
That is an icy river crossing. Holy crap. I didn't even see it come off, but you lost a right rear flare. And I think your bumper caps are all jammed up. I see your flare. Do you want me to try and get it?
I think if you follow my path, you shouldn't have to break that, because that was fresh ice I was breaking.
Yeah, that's crazy. You lost a right rear flare. Do you want me to try to get it?
Unless you can just reach out of your window and pick it up, don't worry about it. I will, I have a set at home. I'll try to put on it later if I feel like it.
That's from the stream crossing. Well, it's not ideal.
Good morning. We had a good cold night last night. It was warmer than it was when we got here in the first place, but it was a pretty cold night. We got through the ice okay. A lot of stuff was frozen up on the Jeep this morning. John's Jeep starter wouldn't engage, mine wouldn't engage until a couple of tries, so Running through water and then shutting everything down is not a good idea. But we're headed out now. We're going to make one more loop through what we saw was an unpaved road. We've been down that road before, but never unpaved. It's usually been packed down or driven on a little bit. So we're going to go check that out, and then we're headed home for the day. Good overall, good time. There's still some time for us to get into trouble today, but we'll see what we come up with and go from there. What do you say, Moose? You like riding in a Jeep? He doesn't like riding in a Jeep. This is quite the road to do that on, but let's see what we got. I mean, we might end up winching ourselves the whole way through.
I've got traction as long as I'm not, you know, hitting it hard. I think we can keep out and turn around. Surely not.
Significance of this trail being untouched is we don't know what's underneath the surface. So like, I don't know if you heard the radio there or not, but John was just saying, you know, if you brake too hard or if you accelerate too hard, you can wipe the fresh snow off the top. And if there's ice under there, then we could be pretty well screwed. But we're heading in, we're doing pretty good. The reason that's an issue with this road is it winds its way down into a very, very steep valley, a very low valley, and then it winds its way all the way back up the other side. And to get stuck down in this valley and have to winch all the way up is a long day of winching. But we're kind of crazy like that, so we're gonna go through with it. Plus the beautiful, beautiful snow coming down right now. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is just amazing outside. Well, we made it up that. It worked out pretty well. We're on a flat spot now. I think we make it through, made up that, we can make it rest the way out to the next road, and then we'll find something else to play on. I think this is where I'm going to cut off the video. I might show more if we get into any more exciting adventures. But this is down at Mosquito Creek. We're about ready to head up this hill back here, and at the other end of that hill is Reactor Road and pavement for the rest of the time. So this is the end of the nature. This is a fun little trip coming down here. It's gone really well. It was cold last night, but we had fire in the cabin and good times. So it's always a good time coming out here. It's always a good time busting up on the Jeep. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Snow I wanted for this trip is happening on the way out. Yeah, so it felt a little weird going around some turns, so oops. sucker's messed up. It's on its roof and everything.